Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Keating Center in Chicago, Illinois, for another presentation of Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks Athletics here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network and on YouTube Live. Tonight, it's Illinois Tech men's basketball as the Scarlet Hawks, fresh off a thrilling victory on Saturday over the Wisconsin Lutheran Warriors, tonight play host to another conference foe in the St. Norbert Green Knights. Chris Rouse here on the call courtside at the Keating Sports Center. You heard that right, Illinois Tech coming in following certainly an exciting, thrilling win on Saturday as they beat the number 6 ranked team in NCAA Division III men's basketball, the Wisconsin Lutheran Warriors. And for Illinois Tech, they were led on Saturday behind the play of Garrison Carter, 24 points. He had 10 rebounds in the ball game, only 2 assists, but when it mattered, he made the play to get Illinois Tech the victory as Dario Biaggi was able to dump in what was points 9 and 10 for Biaggi, the game-winning layup as time expired. Illinois Tech able to come away with a 63-62 win against Wisconsin Lutheran on Saturday. Illinois Tech now sitting at 3-6 on the season. They've won 2 straight games, and they are 2-2 in conference play. Today they'll take on the St. Norbert Green Knights. They're not quite unbeaten on the season, coming in with a record of 6-1, but they are 4-0 in conference play. St. Norbert comes in having won 3 in a row, and in those 4 conference wins, St. Norbert has won by an average of 23.2 points per game. In their last 3 outings, St. Norbert has won by an average of 27 points on the head. And if you're curious what those final scores were for St. Norbert in those 3-point victories, how about a 23-point win over Concordia University of Chicago on Saturday, 71-48. An 11-point win the week before that against Aurora, 74-63. And if those 2 numbers, 23 and 11, didn't do it for you, how's 47, a 106-59 win on December the 4th against Dominican? So this is a St. Norbert team certainly coming in with confidence, and for good reason. They're led by Jamison Nikolai. He's averaging 16 points, 7 rebounds a game, and a week ago, he was named the NAC Player of the Week. When Nikolai became the NAC Player of the Week, he became the first Conference Player of the Week this season to not play for the Wisconsin Lutheran Warriors. He was replaced this week by Garrison Carter. Off of his 24-point, 10-rebound performance, Garrison Carter has now been named the NAC Student Athlete Basketball Player of the Week. So salute to Garrison Carter after his strong 24-point, 10-rebound, 2-assist performance. He's now the NAC Player of the Week. Garrison Carter, Jamison Nikolai. What can we expect out of this matchup? Well, Garrison Carter, if you've been watching Illinois Tech broadcasts all season, is certainly a combo forward. His ability to play at both levels of the post, whether it be the high post or the low post, have been key for Illinois Tech. His face-up 15 to 18-foot jump shot certainly creates space to the rim and the driving lanes, but they also draw the respect of opposing defenders in the sense that they don't want Carter to just go right to the basket and they lay off, and Garrison can hit that pure jumper as he's doing in the warm-ups right now. On the other end of the floor, you have Jamison Nikolai. He averages 16 a game. He averages 7 rebounds. Coming off of a 14-point, 8-rebound performance, Illinois Tech will definitely have to keep their attention on number 10 in green for St. Norbert College. His ability to score at every level will draw the attention of the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks defensive keys on the inside. And speaking of on the inside for Illinois Tech, the big man Joshua Iguati will not be starting today. We will actually get our first start from the 6'8" grad student out of Silver Spring, Maryland, in Ebony Jr., number 44. So Illinois Tech going to change some things up today. Despite the win on Saturday against Wisconsin Lutheran, they're going to come out and try to knock St. Norbert from the ranks of the unbeaten within the NAC. And speaking of the NAC, this is one of 4 games going on today, which will feature men's basketball action in the Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference. Elsewhere in the conference, we will have Marion taking on Edgewood. That game scheduled for a 7 p.m. tip-off. Benedictine is on the road as they will take on the Parkside Rangers. That one up at 7 p.m. in Kenosha. And Lakeland, the Lakeland Muskies, will take on the Rockford Regions. In just about a minute, we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups and the playing of the national anthem. And the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks and the St. Norbert College Green Knights will take the floor here inside the Keating Center as we continue with Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks basketball action. This, of course, the final men's basketball game of 2024 for the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks as they try to get a win against the St. Norbert College Green Knights. This, of course, wrapping up our doubleheader earlier today in women's hoops action. The Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks got the win over the Mount Mary Blue Angels with a 76-49 win. Illinois Tech looking for a doubleheader sweep here today as they take on the St. Norbert College Green Knights. The introduction of the starting lineups and the playing of the national anthem beginning now. We're going to send it down to our PA guy, Eric Willowhite.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Keating Sports Center for today's men's college basketball matchup. To Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference matchup between visiting St. Norbert College Green Knights and your Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. Illinois Tech, the NCAA, promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and the officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or other abusive comments and actions directed at the officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and may be grounds for removal from the Keating Sports Center. Fans, a reminder, permission to enter the court or bench areas are restricted to student athletes, coaches, game officials, game staff, and authorized personnel. Unauthorized individuals violating this policy will be subject to removal from the Keating Sports Center. Now, thank you. Rise with your hands if you're wearing anything as we honor America for the playing of our national anthem. Now let's get our starting lineups. First, we're going to St. Norbert College Green Knights. Sophomore guard from Brandon, Wisconsin, number 2, Jaden Burnett. Senior forward from Prairie View South, Wisconsin, number 3, Brandon Wilson. The senior guard from Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin, number 10, Jameson Nicolai. Senior guard from Des Plaines, Illinois, number 11, Aiden Harrington. And the senior forward from Green Bay, Wisconsin, number 41, Eric Rush. The Green Knights are coached by head coach Gary Rush, assistant coaches Logan Flora, AJ Alexander, Corey Alexander, Trevor Cornell, and Brian Lard. Starting lineups for your Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. Senior guard from Chicago, Illinois, number 3, DeAndre Cortez. Junior guard forward from Louisville, Kentucky, number 5, Owen Walsh. Junior guard forward from San Juan, Puerto Rico, number 10,
There are the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. We will recap them briefly. First, for the visiting St. Norbert College Green Knights in the green uniforms with white numbers and gold trim, led by head coach Gary Gresh in his 18th season. Record of 338 and 111 for Coach Gary Gresh, and he will start with this five tonight. It will be Jaden Grade, number 2. Number 3, Brant Wilson. Number 10, Jamison Nikolai. Number 11, Aiden Harrington. And number 41, Garrett Gresh, rounding out the starting lineup for St. Norbert College. I mentioned Aiden Harrington. Harrington is one of 3 players on that St. Norbert roster, which is not from Wisconsin. He's from Des Plaines, Illinois, representing St. Viator. For the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks, record of 3-6 on the season, 2-2 in conference play. TJ Gray in his 5th season with a record of 32-52. We'll start with number 3, DeAndre Vortez. Number 5, Owen Walsh. Number 10, Dario Biaggi. Number 30, Garrison Carter. And number 44, Ebony Jr. will jump against Brant Wilson. We'll start this off here at the Keating Center with Jr. and Wilson Wilson wins the tip for St. Norbert, going left to right to the north basket here at the Keating Center. Illinois Tech will be headed to the south basket with the white uniforms with red numbers and black trim. Chris Rouse on the call. Another game at the Keating Center. We're glad that you could join us here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network as Brant Wilson opens the scoring. Quick 2 for Wilson. The senior from Wisconsin goes 6'8", 245 at a Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin, making the 2. Garrison Carter, 5th in the NAC in scoring, averaging 17.9 on the season. Dario Biaggi misses. Vortez runs one down, and Vortez, who's been bothered by a leg injury throughout the season, comes up grimacing but does hustle back. Wide open 3 for that's Harrington, off the mark, rebounded by Illinois Tech. Nikolai was crashing the board there as Vortez comes away with the ball. Over to Dario Biaggi. Ebony Jr. on the high right elbow. He hands it off to Walsh. Good hands by Grade as he almost poked that one away from Walsh. And now a hand off to Vortez. Walsh gets called for the travel as he tried to elude Grade and instead gets called for the walk. Early turnover for Illinois Tech. This is the 13th all-time meeting between St. Norbert and Illinois Tech in men's basketball. St. Norbert leads the series 10-2 in the previous 12 meetings. Both teams got a win a year ago. However, both of those wins on the road. Here's a turn inside for Wilson. Working on Jr. Ebony Jr. in his first start for Illinois Tech, but Wilson takes him inside for a quick 4. And St. Norbert up by 2 buckets 90 seconds in. DeAndre Vortez. He had 15 points in Saturday's win. Vortez averages 16.6 points per game for Illinois Tech. Biaggi over to Carter for 3. Carter's first shot is a miss. Walsh skies for the offensive board. Fresh 20 for Illinois Tech. Vortez hits the top of the shot clock, hits the top of the backboard, bottom of the shot clock, and that will be an out-of-bounds violation over to St. Norbert. Everything coming up Knights here in this opening 2 minutes. Illinois Tech going to extend the defense here with Biaggi guarding Nikolai, his numerical counterpart. And you have to watch Jamison Nikolai. Listed as 6'5", he can work on the perimeter, has the ability to work inside. He's going to have the height advantage tonight against Vortez and Walsh. Down low to Wilson. Wilson reverse layup, good inside. Brant Wilson going to work in the early going. Jamison Nikolai has that same ability against these opposing guards for Illinois Tech. And I think right now Illinois Tech's so worried about number 10, Brent Wilson going to work. He has 6. He has all 6. Carter almost lost the ball to the official. Guarded by Wilson. Carter redirected, picked up defensively by Garrett Gresh. And now Biaggi travels. Has 2 unforced errors for Illinois Tech as they turn it over on the travel. Coach TJ Gray up in a hurry. He wants a timeout. St. Norbert off to a fast start. They lead it 6-0 over the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back with more here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. St. Norbert up 6-0. Back here at the Keating Center in Chicago, the St. Norbert Green Knights with a 6-0 advantage over the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks early on in this ball game. 17:26 to go in the first half. Coach Gary Gresh in his 18th season at the helm of the St. Norbert Green Knights men's basketball program. 338 career wins. They're off to a 6-1 start. Coach Gresh has appeared in 8 NCAA tournaments. And looking for this St. Norbert's team to possibly get it done with a NAC conference title. Right now, St. Norbert, best team in the NAC in terms of conference play at 4-0. Obviously, Marion 9-0, 3-0 in conference with the best record overall. Here's Aiden Harrington representing St. Viator here in Illinois. He kicks it out for a corner three to Nikolai. Ball went back door to Grade, who found Nikolai, who missed everything. Vortez over to Biaggi. Illinois Tech working around the perimeter here in the early going, but it hasn't worked. We've seen a pair of traveling violations, one from Vortez, one from Biaggi. Vortez gets the shot up this time, but it almost got wedged into the rim. Feed down low to Garrett Gresh. Working on Junior. Good ball fake by Gresh. Great composure inside. He got Junior to bite, and then once he got him in the air, ducks inside underneath for two. First 2 points scored by somebody other than Brant Wilson. Here's Dario Biaggi to the basket, and a foul. Wilson was there. Grade was on the ground with the body contact, and it is Grade. Jaden Grade, the sophomore. The sophomore out of Brandon, Wisconsin, picks up his first foul. It was Garrison Carter who made the assist, but Biaggi actually put the ball in the basket for Illinois Tech to get the win. And Dario Biaggi, certainly a key contributor to this Illinois Tech rotation. They need him from beyond the arc, but that was definitely not where he got the game-winning basket. He got an easy layup. Biaggi, a player known for his distance shooting, gets it done with the 2-foot touch on Saturday. Pair of free throws made for Biaggi gets Illinois Tech in the book for the first time this evening. Nicholas Ortiz into the ball game. He did not play in Saturday's game for Illinois Tech. Here's Gresh for three. Off the rim, rebounded by Biaggi. Keep mentioning Biaggi had 10 points in Saturday's game against Wisconsin Lutheran. Didn't really shoot the ball that well. Shot 3 for 7, only made 1 3. But he made it when it counted for Illinois Tech. Actually shot 3 for 7 in the game against MSOE prior to that. Shot 4 for 9 on Saturday. Only 1 for 4 from 3. So he's slowly improving the outside shooting as we get a foul inside here. Is that foul called against Connor Pitleski, who just came into the ball game for St. Norbert, number 20, the sophomore out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Garrison Carter will go to the free throw line. We keep mentioning Carter, the team's leading scorer for Illinois Tech, averaging 17.9 a game, just under 18. Coming off of a 24-point, 10-rebound performance. Carter's first trip to the line this evening is good for the first free throw. Carter enters this game a 74% free throw shooter, 37 of 50. He just made his 38th. He has his 38th make on 51 tries. Attempt number 52 is good. Illinois Tech, all 4 of their points at the line. St. Norbert got their first 6 from one guy. Illinois Tech getting their first 4 from one spot. Illinois Tech extended the defense with Joshua Iguati. It's Iguati and Ortiz as they meet the ball. That was Cole Olenbrock who had it on the Illinois Tech sideline. Olenbrock is sort of the 9th man in this 9-man rotation for St. Norbert. I only say he's the 9th man because he's only played in 4 of the games this season. This is a St. Norbert team that has 8 players that has played 100% of the games. Here's Harrington, who drives inside. Harrington kicks it back out to Nikolai. 3 on the way from Jamison Nikolai. No good. Rebounded by Iguati. Illinois Tech finally getting the big man Iguati involved. Let's see if they try to feed him on the offensive end. Lately, Iguati's been a big man perimeter passer for the Scarlet Hawks. 2-man game with Ortiz. Ortiz turns the corner. He clearly got hit in the head by Aiden Harrington. Good to see Ortiz, the sophomore out of Alameda, California, back in the rotation for Illinois Tech. And going into that game on Saturday, I actually remember saying in the open, that was going to be one of the concerns for Illinois Tech. They were going to be limited on ball handlers with Ortiz being out. They were able to get the win, obviously, but Ortiz back in the game provides another primary ball handler to go with a guy like Garrison Carter, to go with a DeAndre Vortez or an Allen Watatani. Speaking of DeAndre Vortez, here he is back on the floor for Illinois Tech, replacing Owen Walsh. There you see him in Biaggi at the top of your screen. Assistant coach Ebenezer Nunu with the instructions. With the instructions saying he wanted somebody to get Connor Pitleski as Ortiz makes both. Illinois Tech with all 6 of their points at the free throw line. Ortiz entered the game a 71% free throw shooter. 10 of 14, now 12 of 16. Here is Pitleski into the front court. And now Illinois Tech will let the ball breathe here with 18 on the shot clock. Gresh for 3, off the rim with 15 on the clock. Ortiz and Vortez knock it away from one another, but Ortiz comes up with the ball after all. TJ Gray, head coach, with the instructions for the Scarlet Hawks as they get into the front court. Still looking for their first field goal, just under 5 minutes played in the first half. Carter with a ball fake. Goes inside. Garrison Carter, left hand high off the glass as he scores over Ullenbrock. That's the first field goal of the game for Illinois Tech, and it comes from the usual suspect, the leading scorer, Garrison Carter. Nikolai, 16 points, 7 rebounds averaged on the season from Nikolai. He gets it inside to Garrett Gresh. Garrett Gresh averages 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, does a little bit of everything, shows off the scoring touch there. Vortez, guarded by Nikolai. Tried to lull him to sleep. He did, as he just went for the high rise. It was a quick rise jumper from Vortez. In and out crossover, quick rise jump shot. Vortez knocked down the 3. Scarlet Hawks extending the defense, trying to trap in the backcourt. Harrington to the rim. Iguati knocked it away. It will stay with St. Norbert. Harrington thought this should have been a foul. Instead, it's just out of bounds to St. Norbert. Grade and Wilson will come onto the floor for St. Norbert. As I've mentioned it multiple times, Wilson has 6 of the 10 for St. Norbert. Grade gets it into Ullenbrock. Ball goes up top to Nikolai. Good defense by Carter to cut off the path to the rim. They called that a hedge, cutting off his view to the rim. Going baseline. Nice move by Grade. I thought he had a small window to flick that ball up and in, but Grade flips it up and clean for 2. First 2 for St. Norbert's, number 2. And now Grade will guard the ball, possessed by Ortiz. That was a good switch by St. Norbert as Wilson cut off Ortiz's path to the rim on the turn, and it results in a St. Norbert steal. Or Vortez almost a foul, and now here's Wilson. Nikolai into the traffic. Nikolai tried to play the role of trailer there, but he left the layup short. Coach TJ Gray yelling, "Go!" Ortiz into the front court. Carter with a 3 over Ullenbrock. Off the rim, rebounded by Wilson. 12-11 St. Norbert with the ball and the advantage. And now here's Brant Wilson. Pitleski has it, and we got a foul. See, that foul was behind the ball. I think it was Vortez. It is DeAndre Vortez. So he's going to get called for a hold. We'll get our first look of the evening at Jace Gooley, number 1, the 6'5" first-year player out of Cypress, Texas. Not too long ago, had a very good game against North Central, did Jace Gooley. And now Owen Walsh will come on as well. He's literally a last-second sub. The ball was about to come in there, and Walsh came sprinting to the table. Owen Walsh was key in that game. He certainly passed the eye test on Saturday for Illinois Tech with his defensive effort for the Scarlet Hawks. Iguati now guarding the big man Wilson. Forces them to fumble. Good job by Iguati staying with the ball, and a bit of a smile as he blocked the shot. Walsh into traffic. Offensive foul. Owen Walsh feeling the emotion of that block from Iguati. Went in at breakneck speed. Offensive foul. Turns it over to St. Norbert. I was mentioning Walsh The stats certainly didn't tell the story for Owen Walsh. He had 4 points and 4 rebounds, only took 2 shots, but he was key defensively for Illinois Tech in that win Saturday against Wisconsin Lutheran. However, on his most recent effort, picked up an offensive foul. Great two-man game for St. Norbert. Nikolai feeds it down low to Geske, and Charlie Geske gets fouled. Charlie Geske, the first-year player out of Brookfield, Wisconsin. That was a beautiful two-man game, actually, for St. Norbert. Geske, that was just great play recognition. Realizing the open spot on the floor, the dive on the roll there as he went to the paint, and he drew the foul. So Geske goes to the stripe, and he makes the first to give St. Norbert a 2-point advantage on the scoreboard. Geske is one of those 8 players that has played in every game. Geske, prior to that free throw, was an 80% free throw shooter, 8 of 10. He now sits at 9 of 11 on the season. Looking to go 10 of 12 and extend the lead to 3 for St. Norbert. And Geske does just that. Geske comes in and immediately puts his name in the scorebook. St. Norbert by 3. Vortez over to Iguati. This is where Iguati has been key for Illinois Tech as of late. His height has helped his court vision. He goes 6'10". His court vision and the ability to swing around the big man, it also draws attention and pulls the opposing big away from the basket. Vortez shoots over Wilson, but he missed everything, and it goes out of bounds to St. Norbert. Vortez missed that 3. Coach T.J. Gray is actually saying that he felt like Vortez could have attacked Wilson, but that's what I was saying actually while that play was developing, is that with Iguati being on the wing, his defenders pulled away from the basket. There was a situation where Vortez had the speed mismatch. Coach T.J. Gray, as you could probably hear, said he felt his point guard settled for a jumper there. Harrington, guarded by Biaggi. They go over to Wilson. Geske picked up by Walsh. That could be a fun matchup. Wilson for 3. That's a prove it to me 3. And he knocked it down. Hit Brant Wilson. Joshua Iguati, that was a bit of a prove it to me look. He said he let him shoot it. And Wilson knocked it down. Wilson with 9. Iguati swings it over to Gooley. Gooley with his first touch. He let it fly and missed everything. Great pass by Iguati. Good hands defensively. That was Grade who knocked it free. He prevented Gooley from hitting Vortez for what should have been an open 3. And now a traveling violation. And great defense again. That's all because of Grade. That was great hands. He got in there. And he made Gooley think about the play. As a result, Gooley had to hold the ball. The ball gets knocked into the back court. And then by the time they found Vortez, who actually was open for a 3, Vortez actually decided to go to the rim and travel. 6-point advantage for St. Norbert. Geske picked up by Garrison Carter. Aiden Harrington. They go up top to Wilson. Wilson, another 3. That went off the heel of the rim. Rebounded by Ortiz. 10:30 to go in the half. Let's see how Illinois Tech responds after a few messy possessions offensively. And they give him another one. Unnecessary elbow by Iguati. And unfortunately for Iguati, he'll pick up his second foul. Iguati replaced by Ebony Jr. now. And that's been a big issue with Iguati this season as he picks up the offensive foul. One of the officials actually having words with T.J. Gray. He's telling T.J. Gray, you're going to have a word with Iguati. He's going to have to watch the elbows. Iguati is 6'10", so his elbows are at face level for a lot of the opposing guys for St. Norbert. That was a situation where he definitely hit him up near the face. So the official was telling T.J. Gray, make sure Iguati watches those elbows moving forward. Biaggi goes end-to-end for 2. Great job by Dario Biaggi. Nice reverse layup, his first field goal since the game winner on Saturday. Gresh kicks it up top to Wilson. Will Stuckey in for the first time this evening. And the first-year player, Stuckey, tried to swing it around. It leads to a turnover for St. Norbert. Owen Walsh back in for Illinois Tech as he'll replace Jace Gooley. Junior, Ortiz, Biaggi, Walsh, and Carter. The 5 for Illinois Tech against Stuckey, Cox, Wilson, Gresh, and Harrington. Harrington guarding Biaggi right now. Here's Ortiz. Hands it off to Walsh. 5 guarding 5 here with Cox picking up Walsh. Carter inside. Carter working down low. That's where Garrison Carter is comfortable. 18 and in from that high post. Garrison Carter has the advantage. He had the speed advantage that time against Gresh. Worked inside, ducked in for 2. Harrington to Wilson. Back up top to Garrett Gresh. Gresh trying to get it back offensively. He'll draw a foul on Ortiz. Ortiz was set, but unfortunately for Nick Ortiz, he was in the restricted area, the no charge zone, and that's going to lead to 2 free throws for Garrett Gresh. Garrett Gresh goes 6'5", 230 pounds. He's a senior out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Bit of a do-all-everything player for this St. Norbert squad. He averages 11 points. He averages 4 rebounds, and he averages just under 4 assists. Connor Pitleski back out there for St. Norbert. Also Jamison Nikolai. Garrett Gresh making the free throws. 6 for Gresh. St. Norbert's lead, 4. Ortiz guarded by Stuckey. Ortiz back up top to Garrison Carter. Garrison Carter with 6 in the ball game. There's another turnover for Illinois Tech. Ball control will be key. I'm sure Coach TJ Gray, Alak Ayar, and Ebenezer Nunu, that's going to be the point of emphasis in the second half. Wilson kicks it out to Gresh. He got Carter in the air. Stuckey inside to Gresh. Good hands by Biaggi. That was all balls. He deflected it. Nikolai working inside. Biaggi's swipe was not all ball. And unfortunately for Biaggi, Nikolai able to muscle it up and in. He gets the hoop and the harm. And St. Norbert's leading scorer gets in the book for the first time this evening with 8:31 to go in the first half. That's the first foul against Biaggi. That'll send Nikolai to the stripe where he's a 75% free throw shooter. 25 of 33, misses that one. Wilson gets the offensive board. Fresh 20 for St. Norbert. St. Norbert playing more through Brent Wilson in this ball game. They realize they have the advantage here against Junior. Junior wins that battle. Almost volleyballed, set the ball into the net for St. Norbert. Ortiz to Carter and right back. Carter working against Gresh. Working down to the baseline. Gresh got away with a bit of a hold there. Here's Biaggi. Shot clock at 10. Plenty of time to work if you're Illinois Tech. Walsh tried to go baseline, and instead he steps out of bounds. Another unforced error for Illinois Tech. Walsh trying to tightrope the sideline. Instead, that is the 8th turnover for the Scarlet Hawks here in the first half. 8 turnovers for Illinois Tech, 2 for St. Norbert. 6 points off turnovers for St. Norbert. Only 4, so Illinois Tech has taken advantage of the 2 they've forced. Pitleski guarded by Walsh inside for 2. Good job by Pitleski as he gets his first 2. Great composure by Pitleski. Everyone wanted to travel. He didn't shuffle the pivot. Did a good job of just sort of stepping inside for 2. It was one of those situations where he didn't really drop that pivot foot, so it couldn't be a travel there because it didn't hit the floor. Junior trying to work inside. He maybe switched pivots as he went inside. And also, it's worth watching Ebony Jr. hit Brant Wilson right in the mouth there as he was trying to swipe at the ball. Brant Wilson checking his nose here. So that'll be worth watching as Ortiz inbounds the ball here to Junior. Carter goes inside. Carter through the contact, no foul. And he missed the lane. Stuckey able to contest up high and force the miss. Plenty of contact there as Wilson gets the top of the key 3. I guess that nose isn't hurting him too bad. Brant Wilson has 12. St. Norbert leads by 11. 6:50 to go as Ortiz has the ball in the wing. Hands it off to Walsh. Shot clock at 17 as Biaggi gets it on the opposite wing. Walsh works inside. Great close by Wilson, but a foul. Bit of a late whistle, but definitely contact as Walsh went inside. They called it on Wilson. I don't know if that's the guy I would have called it on. I would have called it on Stuckey. I thought Wilson got that one clean. There was contact. You could have called it on either of the 2 guys on the ground. In fact, they called it on the one guy who actually didn't make contact, but Walsh will go to the line. And Walsh hits the first. Illinois Tech in the early going did a good job of scoring at the free throw line. Their first 6 points were from the stripe. Owen Walsh looking to cut the deficit to single digits with a perfect trip here, and he misses here. So the first missed free throw of the day for Illinois Tech comes from Walsh. Scarlet Hawks 7 of 8 at the line. Wilson, wide open. Couldn't hit. Rebound by Vortez. Vortez only 5'11", but he got up for that rebound. Great leaping ability by the Chicago native. Intended uplift to Vortez. Garrison Carter over to Biaggi for 3. That's long. Rebounded by Wilson. Wilson all over the place these last few minutes. Pitleski. Hey, there's Wilson again. Ball goes back up top. They swing it around the perimeter again. Carter, got to stay on your feet if you're Illinois Tech. That's the number of times we've seen Illinois Tech come off the ground closing out. That freed up Olenbrock for a wide open 3, but he couldn't make Carter pay. Vortez goes to the floor. Vortez burns the timeout. Great hustle from St. Norbert and Stuckey. Vortez stepped over Stuckey as he got up, and that's going to cause a bit of an issue between the two teams. You see the officials getting involved. Timeout, Illinois Tech with 5:45 remaining here in the first half. Only a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. It's the final game of 2024 for the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. Final time we'll see them play here at the Keating Sports Center. They'll be in action again on Friday when they take on the Kalamazoo Hornets. But this will wrap up another calendar year of Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks basketball inside the Keating Sports Center. And the next time we'll see the Scarlet Hawks, it'll be a while before they actually play at home again. January the 15th, they'll play the Rockford Regents. So the next time we'll see the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks in men's basketball action at the Keating Center, it'll be a bit of a pit stop game at that. They'll take on the Rockford Regents. That coming in the midst of 4 straight games on the road. They'll play Rockford and then go back on the road for 2 straight against Dominican and then see St. Norbert for the home and home in conference on January the 25th. DeAndre Vortez gets the handoff from Carter. And here comes Illinois Tech offensively. Down by 10. Vortez goes inside on Nikolai and draws the foul. These two teams met last season. It was Illinois Tech with a 92-76 win on November the 29th, 2023. And then earlier, we talked about the calendar year. On January the 20th, 2024, St. Norbert got their win back with a 20-point, 67-47 win. DeAndre Vortez, and this the 13th all-time meeting between these two programs at the stripe. And he makes the first. Vortez this season averages 16.6 a game for Illinois Tech. 96% at the line prior to that free throw. 25 of 26, now 26 of 27. And with this free throw, would like to cut the Illinois Tech deficit to 8 with just over 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll recap game 1 of our doubleheader, and as Vortez misses, bit of a broadcaster's jinx there. Coming up at halftime, we'll recap game 1 of our doubleheader, Illinois Tech women's basketball with a win over Mount Mary's. Recap our first half, preview our second half, and then preview Illinois Tech women's basketball in action tomorrow against Westminster, the Westminster Blue Jays. Working inside is Garrett Gresh for 2. St. Norbert by 11. Gresh has 8. Great work inside from Garrett Gresh. Vortez over to Walsh. Gooley, another 3. Cash it in. Jace Gooley from downtown, the first-year player from Cypress, Texas, getting on the board for the first time this evening. Ball knocked away by Walsh. It will stay with St. Norbert. That was the 9th made 3 of the season for Gooley. 30% three-point shooter entering the ball game. He had only hit 8 of 26. Gresh, nice pass backdoor to Nikolai, but Vortez able to get into the passing lane. The extra pass, great job, great composure by St. Norbert. The ball went to Grade, he hit Nikolai, and immediately the dive cut by Harrington as Biaggi was out of the play, running down the loose ball. 10-point advantage for St. Norbert. Garrison Carter. Carter and Biaggi trying to work the two-man game on the wing. Pass intended for Vortez, intercepted and stolen by Nikolai. Two-hand slam, Jamison Nikolai. And St. Norbert by 12. Only 4 for the leading scorer of the St. Norbert Green Knights, but that's certainly the prettiest basket we've seen thus far at the Keating Center on this Wednesday evening. Carter working against Gresh. Nikolai tried to steal it back door. He left Vortez open for 3. Vortez makes them pay from downtown. DeAndre with 7. Illinois Tech back within single digits, down 9. Nikolai guarded by Biaggi. Handoff goes up to Grade. Grade drives in on Gooley. That's going to be a foul. Likely going to be Walsh on the backside swipe. I don't think Gooley made contact there. No, actually, it is going to be Jace Gooley, as they're going to say it was the forearm on the drive to Grade, which will send Grade to the strike. Grade with 2 points in the ball game. He'll go to the line here and extends the lead to 10. Brent Wilson back in now for St. Norbert, which means here comes Ebony Jr. to match him in size. Grade enters this game at 80% free throw shooter, 16 of 20. He just hit the first to extend the lead to 10. Make it 11. Will Stuckey back in. He'll get Grade. And now it appears Stuckey will guard Owen Walsh. Carter to Vortez, and now Illinois Tech offensively pushing into the front court with just under 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Vortez with lightning speed to the basket, couldn't wrap it around Wilson. Stuckey into the front court. Harrington reverse layup, couldn't hit his either. Ball slapped off the bottom of the rim a few times. It'll go out of bounds to Illinois Tech as Stuckey and Carter battled for the ball, but after all was said and done, it was Stuckey who lost it out of bounds. Coach TJ Gray giving the instructions with Vortez dribbling into the front court. Illinois Tech down 11. Still out of rhythm offensively as we draw to a close in the first half. Carter over to Walsh. Walsh for 3. Knock it down. Owen Walsh with the 4th made 3 of the game for Illinois Tech. Scarlet Hawks 4 of 11 from downtown to this point of the ball game. Walsh, that's only his 2nd made 3 of the season, 2 for 12. Harrington loses it. He actually falls on the ball. It'll be a held ball. And let's see which way this ball will go on the arrow. It will favor Illinois Tech. Illinois Tech to this point of the ball game, 7 of 17 from the field, 4 of 10, stat correction, 4 of 10 from three-point range, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, St. Norbert 13 of 26, 2 of 9 from 3, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Here's DeAndre Vortez. Offensive foul on Ebony Jr. Moving screen on Jr. Only the first on Jr. And that will be key because remember, Guadi has 2 fouls for Illinois Tech. And with 2:28 to go in the half, we'll get a timeout. St. Norbert leads it by 8. We'll take a break. And when we will return, we will conclude the first half here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Back here at the Keating Center, Chris Rouse on the call, where the St. Norbert Green Knights have a 34-26 advantage over the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. 2:28 remaining in the half, and coming up at halftime, we'll recap game one of our doubleheader. Illinois Tech with a 76-49 win in women's basketball over the Mount Mary Blue Angels. We'll recap the first half of this game, preview the second half, and also we'll give you an update on the conference standings and tell you about the games going on elsewhere in the conference. All of that coming up at halftime here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Nikolai driving baseline. He gets Carter in the air for a right-hand layup for two. And St. Norbert back up 10. And it seems like St. Norbert, the lead has sort of hovered around 10-6 these last 6 minutes of the game. Here's Carter kicking over to Biaggi. Carter, that's a good look for Garrison. And he knocked it down. Carter with the three. Illinois Tech 5 of 11 from downtown. Carter with 9. Final 100 seconds of the half now. Pitleski guarded by Walsh. Walsh actually jarred the ball free. Pitleski trying to go baseline. He eludes Walsh. Gave up a look, kicked it out to Nikolai for three. He missed it, rebounded by Vortez. Coach TJ Gray saying, go, here comes Vortez. Does not want St. Norbert to get that size set offensively. Vortez trying to work it inside, but now St. Norbert, they've gotten their size set defensively, and now Junior picks up the moving screen offensively. Frustration from Coach TJ Gray. He was telling his team to go. He wanted them to push that ball down the floor. He realized they have the speed advantage in this situation. And now Alan Watatani will come in to replace DeAndre Vortez. Final minute 8 of the half. With Watatani pressuring the ball here. Watatani is pressuring Will Stuckey. And now it'll be Nikolai who passes in. Coach TJ Gray on that last trip for Illinois Tech, he was just yelling, go, go, go. He does not want Illinois Tech to have to contend with that size inside from St. Norbert. But when they let the defense get set, they have to. And now that's a late foul as Biaggi pretty much had the ball by the time the whistle was blown. And that'll be the second against Dario Biaggi. At Illinois Tech, they have 3 players with 2. Iguati, Jr., and Biaggi now. Coach TJ Gray getting the explanation right in front of me here as Gresh hits the first. Garrett Gresh has 9. And with this free throw, Gresh will be the second Green Knight to end up in double figures scoring. Wilson has 12 already. Gresh now has 10. St. Norbert's lead, 9. Here's Watatani. Alan Watatani picked up by Stuckey. Watatani still in possession here. Finally hits Carter. Carter, top of the key 3. Off the rim. Illinois Tech sideline. I can hear Coach TJ Gray saying we settled on that shot. I think he wanted to drive as we get the St. Norbert gets the rebound. Wilson. Guarded by Junior. Ball goes up top to Pitleski. Nice drive inside and feed. Drive and bounce in by Pitleski. Drive and drop as he hits Wilson for 2. Brant Wilson leads all scorers with 14 in the game. Illinois Tech shot clock off. This is likely going to be the last possession of the half. Brant Wilson leads all scorers with 14. Garrison Carter has 9 to lead the way for Illinois Tech. Let's see if he can add 2 or 3. He's going to try to add 3. He's unable to convert. And at the half, St. Norbert has a 40-29 lead over the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. Brant Wilson, as I mentioned, 14 to lead the way. Garrett Gresh adds 10. And Garrison Carter on the other end with 9 to lead the way for Illinois Tech as they trail by 11. Also 7 from DeAndre Vortez. It's halftime here at the Keating Center. We'll take a break, and when we return, we'll recap the first game of our doubleheader, recap the first half, and preview tomorrow's ball game here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network after this. Halftime here at the Keating Sports Center in Chicago, Illinois. This is Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks men's basketball on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. This is the final time we will see Illinois Tech at the Keating Center in 2024. Scarlet Hawks will be in action on the road Friday as they take on the Kalamazoo Hornets. But the next time you'll see the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks in men's basketball action will be January the 15th, 7 p.m. when they take on the Rockford Regents. So once again, that'll be January the 15th, a 7 p.m. tip-off when the Scarlet Hawks take on the Rockford Regents. The next time we will have Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletics at all here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network will be tomorrow. One final time for 2024. It'll be the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks women's basketball team taking the floor tomorrow when they take on the Westminster College Blue Jays. We'll have that game for you right here at 5 p.m. inside the Keating Sports Center. And speaking of the Illinois Tech women's basketball team, we had them earlier today. They had a noon tip-off for our Education Day game. We even had the Bronzeville Eagles in the building earlier. Bronzeville Classical Eagles in the building for the game earlier. It was an Education Day game affair, and Illinois Tech got a 76-49 win over the Mount Mary Blue Angels. Illinois Tech right now rolling. They've won 3 straight games. They sit with 4 wins on the season. Record of 4-5 as they get ready to take on the Westminster Blue Jays tomorrow. Chance to go 5-5 for Illinois Tech on the women's side of things. And then when they get to 5-5, they will be off until January the 4th. So Illinois Tech will begin conference play on the other side of the new year after a 2-week break. Back here on the men's side of things, Illinois Tech down by 11 at the hands of the St. Norbert College Green Knights. St. Norbert led in that first half by Brant Wilson. He had 14 points on 6 of 10 shooting. He went 2 of 4 from three-point land. Also, Garrett Gresh added 10. But as a team, here are the first half stats for the St. Norbert Green Knights. 51% from the field in that first half, 15 of 29. They shot 20% from 3. That's very rare. They got an 11-point advantage. And the only 2 threes that they had were made by one guy. That was Brant Wilson. He's 2 for 4 from 3, but as a team, they're 2 for 10, so meaning everyone else other than Wilson 0 for right now, 0 for 6 to this point in the ball game. And then, of course, they are 8 of 9 at the free throw line, 88% for St. Norbert. For Illinois Tech, they're still searching for answers. Coach T.J. Gray, that was a bit of a lengthy delay before he went into the locker room with his team. Scarlet Hawks shot 8 of 20 from the field in the first half for 40%. 5 of 13 from 3, 38%. 8 of 10 from the free throw line, 80%. If there was one advantage I thought Illinois Tech had in that first half, it was their speed advantage, their ability to get to the basket in the early going. Remember, there was a stretch where Brant Wilson had all the points for St. Norbert, and Illinois Tech had all their points at the line. That was working for Illinois Tech, 8 of 10 at the stripe, but St. Norbert has since caught up, going 8 of 9 at the free throw line themselves. Garrison Carter, he had 9 to lead the way for Illinois Tech. He went 3 of 8 from the field. They also got 7 out of DeAndre Vortez. He went 2 of 6. Illinois Tech has the distance advantage, 5 of 13 from downtown. Vortez, with his only 2 field goals in this game, both being threes. Vortez also has 5 rebounds. For Illinois Tech in the second half, if you saw the first half, it's really going to come down to ball control and fouls for the Scarlet Hawks. 11 turnovers for Illinois Tech in that first half, in comparison to only 3 for St. Norbert. And I don't know what it is with St. Norbert. They only have one guy. Remember, Brant Wilson was the only guy that had 6. He had all 6 points at one point. Brant Wilson also has the only 2 threes St. Norbert has made. They only have 3 turnovers. All 3 turnovers came from Aiden Harrington. So it seems like one guy, seems like only one guy stands out when St. Norbert ever has a dubious stat, which means it's contained. Meanwhile, when you look at Illinois Tech, they have 11 turnovers. Then you have Walsh with 3, and then you have 2 from Vortez, 2 from Junior, and 2 from Carter. That's at least 2 turnovers at every level. Vortez is your ball handler, Junior is your big man, and Carter's your forward. So 2 turnovers at all 3 levels of basketball positioning. Those points off turnovers have favored St. Norbert, as you would expect. 14 points off 11 Illinois Tech turnovers. In Illinois Tech, actually, they were doing a great job with the points off turnovers. At one point, they had 2 St. Norbert turnovers for 4 points. Still had 4 points, but there's only been 3 St. Norbert turnovers, so 1 extra turnover from Aiden Harrington. One final stat that also has been key, points in the paint, 26-6 in favor of St. Norbert. That's huge considering Illinois Tech has a guy like Joshua Aguadi on their roster who goes 6'10". But how do you get him out of the paint? Put some foul trouble on him. He has 2 fouls as we get ready to begin the second half. We'll take one quick break, and we'll come back after a breather. St. Norbert leads Illinois Tech 40-29. It's an 11-point advantage. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, second half action from the Keating Sports Center here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network and on YouTube Live. Chris Rouse back here courtside in the Keating Sports Center, where the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks trail the St. Norbert Green Knights 40-29 in this NAC men's basketball matchup. St. Norbert currently first place in the conference, 4-0, 6-1 with an overall record. Marion is 9-0. They're 3-0, second in the conference in terms of conference wins, only because they played one fewer game. We went over that Saturday with Wisconsin Lutheran being in first place over Marion. Elsewhere in the conference, Marion will be in action tonight against Edgewood. That game is scheduled to tip off in an hour. Benedictine on the road against the Parkside Rangers. And Lakeland will take on Rockford. All 3 of those games scheduled to tip off in an hour. This is the only game in the conference right now with St. Norbert leading Illinois Tech by 11 beginning of the second half. St. Norbert now going right to left to that south basket. Here's Aiden Harrington, and he gets his reverse layup blocked by Aguadi. Harrington gets his own rebound and shoots an air ball right into the hands of Biaggi. Biaggi runs it down off of a bounce, I should say. And now here's Vortez into the front court for Illinois Tech. DeAndre Vortez picked up by Nikolai here on the wing. Jamison Nikolai. 2 of the top scorers of their respective team. Nikolai is the top scorer for his team. Only 6. Vortez with 7. But Vortez averages about 16, so he's on pace. Here's Walsh for 3. That's off the rim. That'll go out of bounds, and it'll belong to St. Norbert. Nikolai averages about 16 himself, but this one a bit of a slow start for Nikolai. He didn't score really until we got about the 8.5-minute mark of that first half. And now you got DeAndre Vortez guarding Grade. Grade up top to Brant Wilson. Aguadi all in Wilson's chest here after Wilson hit a pair of threes, the only threes for St. Norbert to this point of the game. Screen and roll for Wilson. Wilson, a couple of ball fakes, and he finally got the 2. Great patience, great composure by Brant Wilson. TJ Gray and Ebenezer Nudu, the coaching staff of Illinois Tech, wanted to travel. Didn't get it as Wilson now has 16. Carter, picked up by Wilson. They swing off to Aguadi. This is usually the spot where you see Aguadi start to feed the backdoor passes. Carter drives inside, and he turns it over to St. Norbert. Turnover number 12 for Illinois Tech. That's the 3rd personal turnover from Garrison Carter here in the game. Illinois Tech, one of those games where the Scarlet Hawks can't get out of their own way. After playing exactly the type of game they needed to play against Wisconsin Lutheran on Saturday, Scarlet Hawks in their own way the majority of this one against St. Norbert. Here's Garrett Gresh. Back out to Grade. Grade turnaround jumper off the rim. Rebounded high by Aguadi. He's 6'10". He showed it off there. Biaggi got into the air, and then he fed Carter. Vortez, a pair of threes already. Doesn't add the 3rd as he shoots that one off the glass. That one well left of the basket. Rebounded by St. Norbert. It's Grade into the front court. Vortez goes down. Grade open look. Off the rim. Nikolai to Grade. And now Harrington. Nice pass. Harrington feeding Nikolai backdoor. That was a beautiful curl. as Jamison Nikolai really just ran around the perimeter. He's at the top of the key. He curled around the bodies. And Harrington with the court vision showing off those goggles that Carter showed on Saturday, feeding Nikolai for the land. Grade picks up the foul. That'll be the second against Grade in the game. First foul against St. Norbert in the second half. St. Norbert had only five in the first half, and 5 different guys all committed 1. There's a corner 3 for Dario Biaggi. Biaggi now has 7 in the ball game. He's 1 of 3 from downtown, 1 of 4 from the field. Wilson swings around to Grade. Grade back up top looking for Nikolai and a foul. Owen Walsh caught on the reach. That'll be 2 against Owen Walsh. So Owen Walsh picks up the foul. Walsh having a word with the officials. He thought that was a clean play. He thought maybe they met at the same spot at the same time. Instead, the foul goes to St. Norbert. That's the first foul against Illinois Tech in the second half. Scarlet Hawks picked up 10 fouls in the first half. That's double bonus. 3 on the way is good. Cash it in. Aiden Harrington, the senior out of Des Plaines, Illinois, representing St. Viator. St. Viator's been in the news locally as of late for their recent head coaching hire for football, hiring Robbie Gold, former Chicago Bears kicker. We're back here on the grid, here on the hoops. It's their representative Aiden Harrington knocking down the 3. 5 in the game for Harrington. Walsh up top to Carter. It goes to Biaggi. Dario Biaggi finding his stroke from distance. He now has 10 back-to-back 3s from Dario. And now Dario extended the defense on Jamison Nikolai. This is a fun matchup. The 2 guys wearing number 10 going at it. Both key contributors to their roster. St. Norbert's leading scorer. Dario, one of the key perimeter defenders for Illinois Tech. Iguati with the block. Nikolai had a clear path home. Biaggi for 3. Iguati blocked Nikolai after the clear path home on the layup. Good job by Iguati making up ground. And now Biaggi with his 3rd straight 3 has 13. Illinois Tech within 9. Grade working on the baseline. Now he's going to kick it out to the wing. Gresh over back to Harrington. Harrington picks up the dribble at the free throw line. Gresh has it with 6. They go to Wilson with 5. Wilson working on Iguati. Tries to shoot. He leaves it short. It hit the rim. Shot clock should have reset. That ball clearly hit the rim. At least from where I sit, it clearly hit the rim. The officials all say that one did not hit the rim. That looked clear. It clearly hit the rim. The ball was on the way to the basket. It changed trajectory, and then it just dropped right at the feet in the paint. I don't know. I think the officials missed. I think the officials missed that one. Even from here at the table, that clearly hit the rim and fell to the floor. But Illinois Tech will take over on a bit of a missed call there. Here's Vortez. Over to Iguati. Back out to Vortez. Guarded by Gresh. Vortez, step back jumper, left it short. Rebounded by Nikolai. No bucket, no harm on the missed shot clock violation. On the bad shot clock violation call, and now a foul. As Vortez and Nikolai collide on the floor. Vortez said he was trying to help Nikolai up, and one of the officials ran in. And even both players, Vortez and Nikolai, looking at each other as if they were confused as to what the official was doing there. Coach T.J. Gray, I think, is trying to get a timeout here. I think just to settle the emotions of his team down. They trail by 9 with 14:35 to go in the half. I also think Coach T.J. Gray is trying to figure out what's happening here with that latest whistle. Timeout, Scarlet Hawks. We'll take a break, and we'll return to the Keating Center. Actually, we'll put a pin in that 30-second timeout. We will keep it here with 14:36 remaining in the half. St. Norbert making the trip in from De Pere, Wisconsin. 211 miles separate the two home courts of these respective schools. The Keating Sports Center, where this game is being held tonight. And, of course, the Mulva Family Fitness and Sports Center, the home of the St. Norbert Green Knights. St. Norbert, if you missed the open, certainly rolling. They've won 3 in a row. They're 4-0 in conference. Their 4 conference wins, they've won by an average of 23.2 points per game. Their last 3 wins, they've won by an average of 27 points per game. It appears that Illinois Tech has also been called for a delay of game. So a delay of game for Illinois Tech. So the delay of game warning will go against Illinois Tech, which means you'll have to watch for that later in the game out of the timeout to roar. You know, sometimes on inbound plays, you'll see a team sort of delay the game to get a look at the opposing team's inbound. Wilson, jump hook over Aguadi. Brant Wilson getting it to go. Brant Wilson up to 18. He leads all scorers for the St. Norbert Green Knights. Leads all scorers in the game. Here's Garrison Carter. Carter looking for Aguadi. Aguadi's going to have to relocate. That was clearly going to be 3 in the key. Aguadi was at maybe 2.5 when he got out of there. Here's Vortez. Back over to Carter. Walks into a 3. Garrison Carter feeling it. Clean flick of the wrist for Garrison Carter, who now has 12. And once again, the lead has hovered around this point for maybe the last 15 minutes of game action. Here's Walsh with the steal. Walsh working on Harrington. Collision at the rim. No whistle and a foul. It comes very late, but there is one after all. Let's see if Walsh will go to the line. And the foul will go on Aiden Harrington. That'll be 2 against Aiden Harrington. And now a timeout from St. Norbert. 13:36 remaining in the game. St. Norbert leads it by 8. The lead has hovered around 6-12 the majority of the last 15 minutes of game action. Coach TJ Gray and the Scarlet Hawks, they trail by 8. St. Norbert with the timeout here. It's 49-41. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Back here at the Keating Sports Center, St. Norbert with a 49-41 lead over the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. It's the 13th all-time meeting between these two programs. St. Norbert leads the all-time series 10-2. They split the 2 meetings last year with the road team winning both games. Illinois Tech winning 92-76 on November 29th. St. Norbert winning earlier this year on January the 20th. The 2 teams will meet again on January the 25th. So this is the first of 2 meetings this season between the Scarlet Hawks and the Green Knights as Owen Walsh resumes action by stepping to the stripe for the Scarlet Hawks, and he misses the first. St. Norbert, after this game, they'll be at home on Saturday as they take on Wisconsin Oshkosh, and then they host their holiday tournament where they will see Wisconsin Platteville, Lake College, and Bethany Lutheran. They'll have a nice 3-day tournament to wrap up the calendar year 2024. Missed free throws from Walsh as he left 2 at the line. Nikolai leaves 3 in the air as he shoots that one well over and out of bounds to Illinois Tech. 49-41. Sure, a pair of coach's nightmare possessions there with Walsh missing both free throws, and then St. Norbert's best scorer, top scorer, missing everything. There's Vortez. Working with Aguadi in the 2-man game. Oh, Vortez almost lost it. That ball had a funny spin out of the hand from DeAndre. Carter Working on Gresh. Uses his speed. Left hand layup, no good. Great defense by St. Norbert. Everybody went up straight. Reason why we didn't get a whistle there. Nikolai. Over to Gresh. Gresh. Swings it outside. Nikolai inside. Was cut off by Iguati, and it was blocked from behind by Biaggi. Picked up inside by Pitleski. Top of the key for Gresh. Knock it down for Garrett Gresh. Garrett Gresh has 13 in the ball game. Remember, it was Wilson and Gresh. They had the majority of the first 10 for St. Norbert. And here they are. Wilson and Gresh striking again in the second half. 2-3 zone for St. Norbert. St. Norbert going to the zone and negate Iguati. His 6'10" size inside. Vortez, the smallest player for Illinois Tech, scores inside as he scores around Nikolai. Nikolai walked to the ball, making the travel sign. He thought Vortez got away with a walk, but the official ruling is point number 9 for DeAndre Vortez. Ball goes up top to Stuckey. Great swing around for 3 for St. Norbert. Missed by Pitleski. Long rebound to Nikolai and Stuckey. Stuckey actually came away. He'll get the actual board. Gresh gets Iguati in the air. Gresh shoots it long. Carter battling his numerical counterpart, Ullenbrock. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Cole Ullenbrock. Jace Gooley and Nicholas Ortiz back in for Illinois Tech. 11:31 remaining in the game. And now Brant Wilson back in there for St. Norbert. So now Wilson will match up with Iguati. I'm sure both coaches like this matchup. You got the two biggest guys on their respective roster out there. 6'8" Wilson, 6'10" Iguati. Ortiz, a long curl. He left it short. Iguati lost it off his knee. Out to St. Norbert. Ebenezer Nunu screaming for the defense to be extended. 1-2-2, 3/4 court press as they're going to pick it up at the free throw line. Nikolai. Pitleski tried to feed Wilson. It's stolen by Ortiz, so the press pays off for Illinois Tech. Ortiz to Gooley. 3 on the way. Bank open late for Jace Gooley as he deposits 3 quick ones for the Scarlet Hawks. They are back within 6. That's Gooley's point total, actually. Pitleski to the rim. Iguati! But a foul. Bit of a late whistle, but the right call nonetheless. Iguati definitely did catch Pitleski in his landing motion. That's the tough thing for Iguati. He's 6'10", and he has to land somewhere. Unfortunately, the rest of his body landed on Pitleski, and that leads to the foul. The sophomore out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, Connor Pitleski, already 2 points in the game at the free throw line. Now hits this one to give him 3. Pitleski entered this game a 45% free throw shooter for St. Norbert. And now he hits his first 2 free throws of the game. So Pitleski had a field goal earlier. 1 of 2 from the field, 2 of 2 of the line, 4 points. 8-point advantage for St. Norbert. And again, this lead has hovered around 6-12 the majority of this game. St. Norbert can't put Illinois Tech away, but Illinois Tech can't quite get enough to rally back and tie it. Ortiz called for the travel. Illinois Tech will turn it over with 10:40 to go in the ball game. That turnover from Ortiz is the 14th Scarlet Hawks turnover of the ball game. St. Norbert pushing inside. 7th turnover of the game from St. Norbert. Carter to Biaggi. Biaggi another 3. He's had the hot hand in the half. He cools off there. Rebounded by Harrington. Wilson over to Ryan Cox. Cox has played in spot duty this evening for St. Norbert. Grade down to Wilson. He's going to work inside on Iguati. Good help by Carter. The feed goes inside to Ullenbrock. He couldn't handle it, And Cole Ullenbrock turns it over to Illinois Tech.
Hey, flow to low.
Illinois Tech 13 turnovers for Illinois Tech, 7 for St. Norbert. 14 points off those turnovers for St. Norbert, only 7 off for Illinois Tech. Vortez to Iguati. Iguati over to Gooley, another 3. Jace Gooley knocking it down. Gooley now has 9. Illinois Tech back within 5 with 9.5 to go in this game. Harrington over to Grade. Illinois Tech extended the defense. Iguati almost gambled, but he was able to recover defensively and get back to Wilson in the paint. Harrington to Ullenbrock. Feeding down low to Harrington. He clears out Vortez. Vortez, you can see him grimacing. Maybe got hit in the face there as Harrington scores. 7 for Harrington. Vortez hands it off to Biaggi. Biaggi with 13 in the game. Another 3 from Biaggi. Left it short. Looked good out of the hand for Dario Biaggi. Just seemed like he didn't have the legs on it. Just quite didn't have enough lift as he let the wrist go. Cox, guarded by Gooley. Cox shoots it off the side of the backboard. And now here comes Illinois Tech. Coach TJ Gray yelling no numbers. Vortez takes it inside anyway and draws a foul. Vortez drives it right at Brant Wilson. And that'll at least be the second foul on St. Norbert's leading scorer to this point of the ball game. Wilson with 18. 2 fouls on Wilson. Brant Wilson this season actually 3rd in average for St. Norbert. Averaging just 9 a game to go with 6 rebounds. But he's leading the way tonight with 18 points. Vortez free throw. Up and good. Vortez now with 10. He's the 3rd Scarlet Hawk in double figures. Biaggi has 13. Carter has 12. Jace Gooley, likely the next Scarlet Hawk to join the 3 players I just mentioned, as he has 9. And now Vortez with this free throw could cut the deficit to 5 and get himself to 11 points in the game. And Vortez hits the free throw. Vortez has made all but 1 of his attempts at the stripe today. And as a result, Illinois Tech down 5. Vortez 3 for 4, 75% at the line. Harrington works inside. That was a beautiful step by Harrington. That was a strong dribble as he went around Walsh and then laid it up over Gooley. 9 for Harrington. Harrington has come alive here in the second half for St. Norbert. Harrington averages 8 a game, and he has gone above his average at 9 in tonight's matchup. Walsh to Vortez. They find Gooley. Gooley for double figures. Couldn't knock it down. Rebounded by Grade. Here comes Grade out of the pack. Grade only 4 points, but he's been everywhere for St. Norbert. Gresh goes inside at Junior. No foul as Junior went straight up. Rebounded by Nikolai, and Junior picks up the foul this time. Junior did a great job of going up clean on the first challenge, but on the second challenge clearly came down as he swipes down with both hands, and now Ebony Junior pick up his 3rd. So Nikolai go to the line here. Nikolai with 8 in the game. The deficit for Illinois Tech is 7. Biaggi and Iguati in front of me at the table getting set to check in for the Scarlet Hawks. Meanwhile, the leading scorer in average for St. Norbert hits the free throw. To this point of the season, or entering this game, Jamison Nikolai averaged 16 points per game. He'd scored a total of 112, currently sitting at 121. And with this free throw, would be .122 on the season, and his jersey number in the game, 10. And there it is. 9-point lead for St. Norbert with 7:45 to go. Illinois Tech, the closest they've gotten has been 5 in the second half, and that was prior to that last foul. was maybe about 2 or 3 minutes of game action ago. Here's Vortez. Over to Carter. Carter, a look for three. Off the rim. I think Carter wanted to pass to Biaggi. He let it fly, but Carter couldn't convert. Grade. Directing traffic. He told Gresh to get out of there to Grade. They hit Harrington. Aiden Harrington over to the corner. The ball finds Gresh. Now Harrington for three. Off the side of the backboard. Run down by Nikolai and a fresh. That really shouldn't. The shot clock now, we got a situation where it shouldn't have reset because the ball hit the backboard. And now to go out of bounds to St. Norbert. So we had a situation earlier where they had an issue with the shot clock where the ball did hit the rim and it didn't reset. Now that one, it hit the glass and it shouldn't have reset, and it did. And now a foul inside on Biaggi. So that'll be 3 on Biaggi. 15 foul against Illinois Tech, meaning they have one more to give before we'll see the 1-and-1 bonus for St. Norbert. Wilson into Gresh. Gresh looked like he got caught between dunking and laying it up, and he laid it long off the rim. Vortez to the basket. Held ball. Good job by Grade getting the hand in. It is a held ball, but it will favor Illinois Tech. Coach TJ Gray will take a timeout. Illinois Tech down 9, trying to solve the St. Norbert defense with 6:35 to go. We'll take a break, and we'll return with more on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. It's 60-51, St. Norbert with the lead. Courtside at the Keating Sports Center. Chris Rouse on the call, where the St. Norbert Green Knights lead the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks 60-51. This is our final presentation of Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks men's basketball for 2024. They will take on Kalamazoo Friday, and then we won't see Illinois Tech men's basketball until January the 15th when they take on the Rockford Regents. And we'd just like to say thank you to all of our supporters and fans of Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletics and everyone that's had a kind word to say about our broadcasts all year long here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network and on YouTube Live. Big shout out to Eric Willowhite and Jamie Spinagle and the rest of our crew here inside the Keating Center and in the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletic program. Iguati down low to Carter. Out to Biaggi. Biaggi, the jumper, in and out. Iron unkind to the home team. Walsh gets the rebound. Open three for Walsh. Iron unkind again. Rebounded by Nikolai. Tough break for Illinois Tech. 2 wide open threes in the same spot. Same result. Both misses. Nikolai. Guarded by Biaggi and a foul as Walsh and Harrington running to each other at the top of the key. Foul on Walsh is his third.
Hey, Dre.
Ortiz out there with Vortez along with Biaggi, Carter, and Iguati. Grade, Wilson, Gresh, Harrington, and Nikolai, the 5 for St. Norbert, and a moving screen on Wilson, the third against number 3. So that'll be 3 on Brant Wilson with just under 6 minutes to go in the game. Illinois Tech given an out there defensively. They didn't have to guard the ball, and now they get a free possession. Here's Carter to the basket. Oh, he tried to slam it. He stuffed it off the iron. Iguati with the offensive rebound. Ortiz a free lane to the rim, lays it in as Nikolai was holding his head and Carter was down on the floor. Illinois Tech starting to extend their defense. Ortiz with 4 in the game. Carter tried to stuff it, but he boomed it off the rim. Grade got Ortiz in the air. Gresh to Wilson. They tried to feed Grade. Good hands by Ortiz. Good hustle because Grade had him beat by maybe a step and a half. Ortiz with those arms able to get in the passing lane and knock the ball away. 7-point advantage for St. Norbert. Grade to inbound. 13 on the shot clock on the box and 1 inbound set. Comes in to Gresh. Wilson to Harrington. Wilson, 3, off the rim. Rebounded inside by Grade. Grade up and in, and the foul. Jaden Grade. We mentioned he's been all over the place this afternoon. He's been all over the floor. He only has 6 points, but that was a huge offensive rebound by Grade as he cleared everyone out and went up for 2. 6 points for him. He's extended the lead to 9. And a chance to go back up 10 for the Knights. Grade gives them the 10-point advantage. Illinois Tech running out of time. Their 2-game winning streak on the line. You knew something was going to give this evening. Illinois Tech winning 2 in a row. St. Norbert winning 3 in a row. Illinois Tech now finding themselves in danger of losing their streak at the Keating Center. Vortez behind the back. Step back jumper over Pitleski. In and out. That iron on the north rim. Unkind of the Scarlet Hawks. Down the stretch of this ball game. Grade. Picked up by Ortiz. Wilson over to Gresh. Garrett Gresh. To Aiden Harrington. High screen from Gresh, down low to Wilson. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a jump hook from Wilson. Guarded by Vortez and a travel. Good job by Vortez. Iguati was guarding Wilson. Vortez stepped in and he forced Wilson to hesitate on the ball, and that led to the travel. Wilson wanted to pass one back door, but when the passing lane was cut off, he had to hold it, and he took the extra step. Ortiz. Over to Carter. High screen with Iguati. Ortiz goes to Biaggi in the corner. Really nothing to the rim for Illinois Tech. They're trying to get their 2-man game going. Carter for 3. That's off the mark. Ortiz got a hand on it. Wilson saved it. He saved it perfectly to Grade, who was on the floor. Grade almost like, look what I found. It was so matter of fact that Grade actually lost it as he tried to secure the ball. He lost it to Biaggi, who scored. Biaggi with 15. Ortiz trying to take the steal and a foul. And Jaden Grade was throwing the arm at Biaggi, and I think the Illinois Tech sideline is saying they're upset. They think Grade is throwing the arms whenever Illinois Tech is going for the ball, and a 30-second timeout with 3:38 remaining in the game. Coach TJ Gray certainly upset. He thought Grade threw the arm there because Grade threw a push at Biaggi. In fairness to Grade, there was a stab at the ball taken by Ortiz as he was trying to make the timeout. But with 3:38 to go, it appears TJ Gray has found his fire, as he is certainly very vocal in this Illinois Tech huddle. On the 30-second timeout, now having some words with the officials. It'll be Carter, Vortez, Iguati, Ortiz, and Biaggi, the 5 for Illinois Tech. Pitleski, Gresh, Wilson, Grade, and Nikolai, the 5 for St. Norbert. Ortiz is now going to shadow Grade following the mix-up prior to the timeout. And here is Grade. They hand it off to Pitleski. Wilson. Back to Grade. High screen from Gresh. Garrett Gresh thought about the shot. Inside, Pitleski. Cross court. Grade for 3. Off the rim. Iguati with the defensive board. That's what you need if you're Illinois Tech. You see St. Norbert taking almost the length of the shot clock on that possession to get a look. They did miss, but if you're Illinois Tech, you have to close out those possessions on the first shot. Carter to the rim, blocked inside by Gresh. Carter tried to switch hands as he went inside, and as he did, he switched hands right into the block of Gresh. Wilson over to Nikolai. Grade wide open. He was so wide open, in fact, that he didn't lay the ball up. And now he picks up a three in the key. That's a tough break for St. Norbert. Grade was so wide open that he picked up a three in the key. Now the outside official is saying that there should be a St. Norbert timeout, and there is a St. Norbert timeout with 2:46 to go in the game. So it's a 30-second timeout as Grade avoids the three in the key by burning the timeout. But that was a wild play for St. Norbert. Grade was wide open. Really could have laid it up, put St. Norbert up 10. But as a result, he held the ball, and it leads to the timeout. Fun doubleheader today here at the Keating Center, especially if you're a Scarlet Hawks fan. They got the win in women's basketball, 76-49 earlier. Illinois Tech, after 2 straight wins that came down to the wire, now find themselves down 8 and needing a little bit of help to keep their win streak going. Tomorrow here at the Keating Center, our final presentation of Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletics for 2024 women's basketball action, as the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks look for their 4th straight win, their 5th of the season, as they take on the Westminster College Blue Jays. Illinois Tech, they've won 3 straight, looking to make it 4 straight before the holiday, and then they'll kick off the new year with conference play on January the 4th. Here's Pitleski inside, off the rim. Brant Wilson cleans it up. Iguati did a good job of closing. No help on the defensive board, and Brant Wilson gets to 20 in the ballgame. Carter over to Iguati. Iguati drives on Wilson and a reach-in foul on Nikolai. Confused look on the face of Jamison Nikolai. He thought he got a hand on the ball as he reached in on Iguati. The foul goes against Illinois Tech. 65-55 the lead for St. Norbert. Vortez into Biaggi. And now Carter. Garrison Carter has it with 15 on the shot clock. Guarded by Garrett Gresh. Carter inside and a foul. Carter's been driving on Garrett Gresh the entire game. Some he's had the benefit, some he has not. This is one where Carter finally was able to draw the foul on Gresh. And now Carter will go to the line with a chance to score with the clock stopped for Illinois Tech. That foul on Gresh is his first. And actually, they're going to say it's not on Gresh. It's going to be on Jamison Nikolai, which will be his second. So Carter at the line. And Garrison makes the first. Garrison Carter has 13 in the game. Garrison Carter got off to a pretty fast start. He's been relatively quiet since about that first 10 minutes of the ballgame. Biaggi leads Illinois Tech with 15 points. Carter with 13, now 14, cuts the deficit to 8 for Illinois Tech. The defense extended 2-1-2, full court press now from Illinois Tech. Ortiz and Biaggi at the top. Grade, they get it over to Nikolai. St. Norbert breaks the press into the front court to Pitleski. And now they can bring the ball back out top and reset offensively. Time to run the clock. Remember, St. Norbert, they've had about 2 or 3 possessions where they've used the shot clock. Here's Wilson for 3, and that's a huge shot from Brant Wilson. He's got it going tonight. He's got 23 in the ball game. Brant Wilson, 23 points, 10 of 16 from the field. Garrison Carter to Ortiz. He answers. Ortiz from downtown. Ortiz with 7, his first 3 of the game. 12th for Illinois Tech, 12 of 29. Biaggi pressuring the ball. Nikolai gets around Vortez. Illinois Tech, they're going to have to keep that pressure on here, down 8. Because you're putting yourself in a position now where you absolutely need to hit the 3 coming down on the other end. Wilson into the paint. Goes up on Carter, and Brant Wilson down the stretch has the hot hand. 7 straight for Brant Wilson. St. Norbert by 10. Vortez for 3. Got it to go. Timeout, Scarlet Hawks. They're matching St. Norbert, but Illinois Tech can't trade baskets here with 53.5 seconds to go in the game. Vortez now has 14 following that 3. St. Norbert led by 25 from Brant Wilson. He's shooting 11 of 17 from the field. Wilson actually has the last 7 for St. Norbert. They also have 13 out of Garrett Gresh and 10 from Jamison Nikolai. So 3 players in double figures for St. Norbert. Aiden Harrington just short of double figures. He has 9. For Illinois Tech, 15 from Biaggi, 14 apiece from Vortez and Carter, and 9 from Jace Gooley. Gooley just shy of double figures, and also Ortiz with 7. Worth throwing Ortiz in there considering he just hit a 3, and likely Illinois Tech going to be firing from 3 with 53 seconds to go in this game, 53.4 remaining. Scarlet Hawks will take on the Kalamazoo Hornets the next time they take the floor. That will be on Friday, scheduled for a 4 p.m. Chicago time start because they'll be playing Eastern time up in Michigan. And that game will start 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, Chicago time. And then also for St. Norbert, they'll be in action on Saturday, taking on Wisconsin Oshkosh. That one's scheduled for 1 p.m. as St. Norbert will be right back at home before beginning their holiday tournament where they will see teams like Wisconsin Platteville, Bethany Lutheran, and Lake Forest College. 53 seconds to go here. St. Norbert by 7. It'll be Nikolai inbounding in the backcourt. He gets it to Grade. The defense for Illinois Tech has picked up. Grade trying to get out of the backcourt. He gets it to Pitleski. They get it to Garrett Gresh. Let's see if Illinois Tech fouls or if they extend the defense. Ortiz trying to pressure the ball. Here's Nikolai. Nikolai fouls Carter, which was fouled by Carter. And Carter was all over Jamison Nikolai. First foul against Garrison Carter. I thought that was a good press from Illinois Tech. They almost got Grade in the backcourt, but Grade did a good job of going airborne without picking up the travel to get the ball into the front court. Because Grade almost gave up that pivot foot and took a step. Nikolai hits the first. Jamison Nikolai now with 11 in the game. Entering the game, Nikolai was a 75% free throw shooter on the season for St. Norbert. He hits that free throw. And as a result, 4 of 5 for 12 points. 4 or 5 from the free throw line. He has 12 points in the game. And a foul. Foul on Garrett Gresh. So that'll be that foul will go against Gresh. And Illinois Tech will get the 1-and-1 bonus here. That'll be 2 fouls on Gresh. And now Ortiz will go to the line. Free throw up for Ortiz off the rim. Ball deflected by Carter. Run down by Ortiz. Biaggi for 3. Good look, and it's good. Dario Biaggi buries the tray. Scarlet Hawks are down 6. Time more of an enemy. Full timeout for Illinois Tech. So Illinois Tech burns a full timeout with 27 9/10 of a second. Illinois Tech out of timeouts here. And for Illinois Tech, obviously time an enemy at this point with 27.9. St. Norbert in possession. You're going to have to play the foul game. That was a good 3 from Biaggi. But right now, it just appears that the time difference could be too insurmountable. The time and deficit could be insurmountable for Illinois Tech. It's been fun being with you all year long. I was about to say season long. The season's not over at all. It's been fun being with you all year long for Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletics, whether it be baseball, lacrosse, soccer, basketball. And I'll be glad to be back on the mic with you all for another year of Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletics in 2025. coming sincerely from the bottom of my heart, Chris Rouse here on the call. Salute to you all, Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks fans and the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawk community, and also all of the teams around the NAC from welcoming me into your living room or onto your phones, your laptop, whatever device you listen or watch the games to. It's been fun being on the call, and I'm glad that you all have enjoyed our presentation of Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks all year long here in 2024. Looking forward to doing it again in 2025. St. Norbert looking to give Illinois Tech a loss in their final home game of 2025. Looks like they'll do it here as Gresh gets into the front court, and he's fouled by Ortiz with 23 seconds to go. I thought Gresh was just going to run straight to the rim with that ball. He ran to the corner, and it leads to a foul. So not over yet, but trending in that direction as Ortiz picks up his second foul. Mentioned how Garrett Gresh, bit of a do-everything player for St. Norbert, averages 11 points, averages 4 rebounds, averages 3 assists. He has 13 in the game. He missed the free throw, so now Illinois Tech still alive here. Carter pushing in the front court. Here's Biaggi. Biaggi to Carter. Another 3 for Illinois Tech. Off the rim. Biaggi just left that same spot as it goes out of bounds to St. Norbert. Carter had Vortez ahead of the pack, didn't want to force the ball. It led to that sequence where the 3 was missed, and now St. Norbert will inbound. Nikolai to Gresh, and he's fouled by Vortez in the front court. Garrett Gresh, to this point of the game, has played 31 minutes. In those 32 minutes played for Gresh, because it will round up, he has 13 points. And hits the first. Make it 14. 5 of 6 at the line. We just saw the miss, which was the miss on that last free throw. And now Gresh hits the free throw to make it an 8-point advantage. 15 for Gresh. Carter to Biaggi. Biaggi for 3 off the screen. No good. Saved by Ortiz, or the attempt to save it by Ortiz is unsuccessful. And that will go to St. Norbert. And that should do it here at the Keating Sports Center. And it will, as the St. Norbert Green Knights extend their win streak to 4. They go to 5-0 in conference play. St. Norbert goes to 7-1 on the season, 5-0 in conference play, as they get a 74-66 win over the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. 25 from Brant Wilson to lead the way. He had 25 points on 11 of 17 shooting, 3 of 6 from downtown, along with 5 rebounds and a block. Brant Wilson in 33 minutes played, certainly the player of the game for St. Norbert, leading the way with 25. Garrett Gresh added 15. Jamison Nikolai added 12 as St. Norbert wins to go to 7-1 on the season, 5-0 in conference play. Dario Biaggi has 18 for Illinois Tech. Fortes and Carter add 14, but not enough as Illinois Tech falls to 3-7. They go to 2-3 in NAC conference play. And that wraps up Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks men's basketball here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network for 2024. Illinois Tech will be in action on Friday when they take on Kalamazoo. But the next time we'll see Illinois Tech men's basketball will be January the 15th when the Scarlet Hawks take on the Rockford Regents. And for all of our crew here inside the Keating Sports Center, for Eric Willowite, Jamie Spanego, and the rest of our crew, and for the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletic family, I'm Chris Rouse. This has been Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks men's basketball. Our final, the St. Norbert Green Knights defeat the Scarlet Hawks 74-66 inside the Keating Center. We hope you all have a happy Wednesday, have a happy holiday, and join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. when the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks women's basketball team plays host to the Westminster College Blue Jays. We'll have that for you inside the Keating Center. Again, for all of our crew, I'm Chris Rouse. This has been Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks basketball and Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks athletics on the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks YouTube channel and on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network.